Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to cover one of the most crazy alliance wars I've ever played in my time in Marvel Contest of Champions. It's against an alliance called Kush and Karma. Very, very nice alliance name there. But this one was honestly so absurd. It's such a ridiculously close alliance war, as you'll be able to see kind of as we move through the footage. Like, it's really high in terms of percentage exploration. So this alliance war, which is actually still ongoing, still got another few hours left, is all down to boss kills. And hopefully you're gonna see some pretty cool stuff in today's video. So to match this crazy exploration, I'm going far right side here, so we have to deal with the initial node, which is a, I believe it's a 440 Magneto that we're up against here. Really, not too much of a problem, just trying to bait the special one here, because I can fully evade that, or just parry and then recover the health with Dr. Voodoo's starting regeneration, which, you know, lasted about 50% of this fight, so not too bad at all. But now we're out of that zone, we're just trying to evade, guys. We've got to play this game relatively well. And he's got 3 stacks of lower, so I'm just looking to detonate that, and that is pretty much the fight finished. But again, trying to get rid of another special 1 on Magneto, because it's significantly easier to deal with, in my opinion, than the special 2. However, yeah, Magneto did not pose too much of a challenge there. In my opinion, like, Magneto, like, in some of the earlier tiers, he's a bit of an annoying defender, but once you're very used to him, he's very easy to deal with just by continually kind of baiting and evading that special 1. And against a player that kind of is okay, like, it's not going to be too effective as a defender. So next up we have the armor up node and also the occasional fury node with a single bar of power on the start. So I think for this node, like, Black Panther Civil War is by far the best option as a defender. However, we have Agent Venom here, who is still like a good option. Like, Agent Venom is a really annoying defender to fight against, just because he's occasionally going to shrug off your parries and hit you back. And we do fight a couple of Agent Venoms in this video, so you're going to see me get punished, but also like shrugging off debuffs, as you can see there. We used Dr. Voodoo's special 1, got 5 stacks of poison and instantly shrugged off. So yeah, that kind of did suck. Wasn't too great, but here we're just trying to bait Agent Venom's special 2, because that's the that is the key to kind of beating Agent Venom without taking too much damage. It's try to get into his special 2, just so you can bait and evade that. So another special 1, hoping he doesn't shrug off as many poison stacks. He only shrugged off like 3 out of the 4 that time, so that wasn't too bad. But Agent Venom goes down quite easily there, not too bad at all. I think it's very rare as well that I'll get through like 2 fights in Alliance War without taking a single hit. Like, I usually choke or make a little mistake by this point, so it's going very strong. You know, we still haven't even touched the Star-Lord or Elektra. So the next node is a special 2 bias with a power start 2, which means the opponent starts with their special 2 and is more likely to activate it as the fight continues. So usually on this one, I was kind of expecting like a Doctor Strange or a really strong Mystic champion, because anyone that starts with like 2 bars of power, it's so easy when you can't bait that special if the opponent has Mystic Dispersion to quickly, you know, get to the special 3 and then get wrecked. But very luckily we had the Doctor Strange here. We didn't need to worry too much about that. Mystic Dispersion, I think Mystic Dispersion from Doctor Strange's nullified our regen at the start and almost got him to the special 3, so very close there, but luckily we got quite lucky. And also because this is an unblockable special node, Dr. Voodoo is very good for blocking the special 2, because he has additional energy resistance while blocking. So yeah, he's just really a great character for that. And a little bit of overkill with the Dr. Voodoo there, smashing his special 2 into an already dead Doctor Strange. Always got to appreciate that. And that is the 3rd fight without taking a single hit. So at this point, I'm quite proud of myself. Like, I usually choke quite a bit, so it's not going too bad. But this is where, well, maybe it's not super great. So this is the node which is usually like a dream for Dr. Voodoo, because it's gonna continually gain either physical resistance or energy resistance, and you can just change that into poison with Dr. Voodoo. Also quite a good node if you ever play magic in the offense. However, we made a bit of a mistake there. We attacked into Agent Venom while he was stunned, instantly shrugged that off, blocked, and then parried us, so we took a little bit of damage there. However, the regen managed to cover pretty much all of that damage, so we were fairly lucky at the start. But then we made kind of a similar mistake there, but this time we got Special Wand, and that bleed from Agent Venom Literally, it took about 50% of my Voodoo's life, like such an insane bleed. Like on a rank 550 character, that would have probably been the character dead by now if we didn't have Voodoo's regen to cover, so very, very fortunate on that. But down goes Agent Venom. A couple of sloppy mistakes there. We should have maybe baited out heavy attacks. But the first Agent Venom kill went so well that I was like, you know what, we're just going to risk it. We're going to attack in, and it didn't pay off. I need to learn to be a little bit more patient. Now we jump ahead in time, and I see my teammates have actually gone ahead and cleared kind of the right side and right side mini boss. I'm kind of scouting out what's left, so there's the left mini left to do, but luckily we have somebody at the back with a few characters still alive to take down Nightcrawler. But here I'm looking at the exploration, we're a few percentage behind, so I'm like, I know what we have to do. There's an all or nothing node. We gotta go for it. And I don't really have, like, great champions to deal with an all or nothing, because this node not only is it all or nothing, but it's also a power drain after 20 seconds. So the plan here is Dr. Voodoo, get to the special 2 within those 20 seconds, and fire off the power drain special 2 and just keep that up throughout the rest of the fight so they can't go to their special 3 and annihilate us. I'm hoping it's somebody quite weak, but it's actually a rank 3 level 45 Storm as a 5-star, so a bit of a hefty champion to deal with there, but we're just playing as aggressively as possible. Again, just trying to get off the special 2 before that timer runs out on Dr. Voodoo, because as soon as it does, then the fight is over. I know I have to gamble at this point. Luckily, we were just over that threshold for the special 2 there, so we managed to get off the special 2, which also will apply the first tick of the power drain, providing, of course, that you have it on an even combo. So yeah, so incredibly fortunate there. Really, really good, but sometimes it does pay off, and I think Dr. Voodoo, he can, if you're a little bit lucky in some circumstances, he's not a bad option to go for an all-or-nothing node. And again, this is like a few additional points of percentage exploration, so it was definitely a gamble worth taking, especially with the characters that I had left. Plus, I knew that for the final boss, we also had like a few Alliance members that had like a Star-Lord or something left. And now, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we're moving on to, is the final Alliance War boss. So, I believe it was like a month and a bit ago, we fought this Alliance that had like a 5-star rank 3 Cable as the final boss. And I was so incredibly close to getting him down in a single try with Star-Lord, but I messed up. So I got first beats on this Cable. Somebody chipped him down a little bit, like he's like 25k down from his maximum health. But this is a rank 4 Cable, just over 200,000 health. Before fighting this Cable, I practiced so many times on like some of the leaderboard Cables, because an unstunnable Cable is really, really tricky to fight sometimes. But we got the intercepts on point today, so blocking, just trying to bait those heavy attacks out as well. And where possible, we're trying to push Cable to his special 2, because you can fully evade his special 2, whereas you can't fully evade his special 1. So that's what we're trying to do, is swipe back when he fires both of those, and try to avoid as many special 1s as possible, because especially on a boss like a Cable, just deals so much damage with his special 1, even when you are blocking. And the annoying thing about Cable as a boss is you don't have that kind of window of time after any of his special attacks to attack into him. So the only way that you can really get attacks on Cable is by baiting the heavy attack or intercepting. So it's going pretty well so far. I mean, we got the heal block as well to cover his regeneration there. That was fairly fortunate. One of the things you also need to be very, very aware of on Cable is his power gain that he randomly gains. It's got about like a 30% chance or so, depending on his signature level, when he reaches a power threshold. So that's something you really, really need to keep a close eye on, because if you don't, then you can potentially push him to the special 3, and then you'll get wrecked. As you can see, we stopped the combo a little bit early there just to try and bait the special 2 again. And again, just blocking at this point. I was so nervous, because usually I suck at trying to get a full boss kill, but we had a nice bit of practice for this one. Slap off a nice special 2 there, an insane amount of shock damage, like really, really putting in a solid amount of effort. Extremely close to a single try kill here, just trying to bait that special 2 to be safe. And there we go, and now we just need to get her in, that's it. And get a nice intercept, finish off with a special 1, a nice kick to the face for 20,000. So yeah, not bad. I was pretty damn happy with that, guys, because usually I make a dent in the boss, but today we annihilated the boss. So, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed this Alliance War gameplay video. Huge shout out to Cushion Karma for a really good Alliance War match. Apart from that, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Take care and have an absolutely fantastic day.